The progression of technology has aided students immensely with their studies and their responsibility. For instance, MacBooks have been implemented in schools across Maine for several years now, but it's time for a change. iPads have come to the table and they need some credit. There are two directions in which Maine could go. One direction would be the iPad, the other would be with the newer MacBook. There are many reasons why the iPad should be the device chosen. Let's start with the fact that, obviously, iPads are much smaller than laptops. Laptops weigh, on average, 4 to 5 pounds heavier than iPads, and when a student is walking around school with textbooks and binders, that makes a big difference on their back. Price is also another obvious factor in this decision. iPads would save from $500 to $1,000 per device, depending on the laptop chosen. When multiplied by the hundreds of students in the system, that saves a lot of money that could be used on other, more needed costs. The iPad fits a student's lifestyle more than the laptop does. Research is the biggest use of the laptops that are being used today. That is the best feature of the iPad. Extensive research is easily and quickly done on the iPad. The applications that are most used on the laptops can be found on the iPads as well, so there would be no limitations in that area. For instance, there is an iMovie app on the iPad as well as the obvious, the internet. All document-based assignments are now created on Google Drive, so there would be no need to buy a word processor. The calculator, calendar, dictionary, and iPhoto would all also be on the iPad. Longer battery life is yet another feature that makes the iPad a better choice. It's very frustrating having to carry around a cord and plug during class because the laptops don't last very long. The iPad would eliminate that issue.
Among the top concerns for purchasing iPads is the lack of keyboard. The solution to this problem would be to purchase attachable keyboards. While this does add extra cost, the total will still be far less than that of laptops. Another concern is that iPads have a fairly small drive/memory. Fortunately, this is not an issue for high school students. Our needs do not require a large drive, especially with the widespread use of Google Drive. When we asked students what their top concerns were with receiving iPads, many said that they didn't like the touchscreen. Touchscreens are only something to get used to, and since it seems to be the direction in which modern technology is turning, it's always good to get a jump start. Taking everything into consideration, iPads are better suited for what we need. With the purchase of iPads, we are saving lots of money and losing little capability.